Okay, we're here with Christophe Hopper of Bausele, and we are looking at their new novelties, and we're going to find out a little bit more about the brand. So maybe, Christophe, take it away for us.
Thanks, Rob. It's so Bausele, which stands for Beyond Australian Elements. Every watch has a little bit of Australia in the crown. We are the first Australian watch brand created in 2011. And the watch that we're launching at the Geneva Watch Days is the Ocean Moon, which is our bestseller, the 5th edition. So the first was made in 2011, and now, refined, and it's the fifth version, 200-meter resistant. You think about Australia, it's rugged. You go in the ocean in the morning, you go to work afterwards. You don't want to change your watch. You maybe change your strap, for with the quick release. But apart from that, it's the watch that you can do anything with.
So tell our listeners about your background in the watchmaking industry and what led you to start a company like this.
I'm the next boring accountant. I used to work for PricewaterhouseCoopers, and then I got in the watch industry through being CFO. I was CFO of Technomarine back in the day in 2000. When we were selling a lot of watches. It's not the case anymore. And then I became CFO of Universo in La Chaux-de-Fonds. That's where my real passion is manufacturing, is behind the scenes, is machineries and how you make every component. I'm a bit of a nerd. I love that. And then moved to Australia. Couldn't find a job. I thought it would be easy to find a job. Met my beautiful wife, who is Australian in Switzerland, moved back to Sydney. And I thought I would find a job super easily. And it wasn't the case, and started to make a few samples, ask a few favors to my friends back in La Chaux-de-Fonds, and that's been now 12 years.
So talking of your love of components and machining, what is it you're most proud of in your current range?
Look, I feel the overall quality for the price is pretty crazy. An Ocean Moon with 200-meter resistant, a loom that has two-tone loom. I'm using the BG9W and the C1. Super nice strap, made of recycled plastic, the same strap, same supply that Breitling use, which is called Tide on Earth in Switzerland. Anti-magnetic, just, the whole thing is just, I feel it's a lot of watch for the money.
So if our listeners want to get a Bausele on their wrist, where should they go to try them on?
Bausele.com.
No physical retailers yet.
No, that's why we're here in Geneva, is to start, we've been selling 15,000 watches, mainly in Australia. We've been here for Watches and Wonder. We're here at Geneva Watch Days to start to talk to retailers, and we are. So hopefully, we'll see some watches in stores from now on.
15,000 watches already. How big is the company?
It's not big. It's with online it's fairly easier, but it's not a big company at all.
Okay, so how many people do you employ?
So we've got Aaron, is back in the US, which you met at the end of March. He's in LA. He's the CEO of the company. We've got Toby, who is our brand director. And then we've got a lot of people. Darius is helping me at the store, and then a lot of contractors.
So do you have any partnerships or special editions or any kind of relationship with institutions in Australia?
A lot. Actually, one of the Ocean Moon that we're launching, thanks for reminding me, is the new watch for the Air Force. So we've done the centenary of the Royal Australian Air Force back in 2021. And they asked us to do a new version with the new logo. So we're launching a new watch with them. It's a beautiful blue, dark blue, for the Air Force with the new logo. At the moment, we're doing also watches. We do a lot of bespoke watches. We're doing one at the moment with the ASD, which is the secret agents protecting us against cybersecurity back in Australia.
Okay.
And we're in talk with a big regiment from the army. So we do a lot of bespoke. We've done the 6 Squadron. We've done the 3 Crew. We've a lot of units for the military in general.
So how would you describe the typical Bausele customer?
Look, he used to be a bit older, which was funny. I never expected that. It was a bit, 50 50 plus, but with the new range, especially with the Cine diver that we introduced at the beginning of the year, that we're getting more 35 plus. They've got a good job. They don't need to show off their Rolex or their Omega. They also have it in the collection, but they're proud to support an Australian product. They're usually Australian. But not only now, we're developing in the US and people love Australia. Everybody loves Australia around the world. So, yeah, we've got a lot of customers now in the US. I don't know them yet exactly who they are, but it's growing.
So do you think you've identified where in Europe a product like this that is so well made, so robust and ready for action might meet with the most success?
Look, we have a lot of customers for France. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe because I'm behind, that's maybe play a role, but it's not advertised on the website very, it's not in front of everything. But I feel Australia. I think they love Australia. They can see the product, Swiss made, it ticks a lot of boxes, but the UK, of course, but everywhere in Europe, in the Netherlands, for example, places like that,
I have a feeling that it might meet with a lot of success in Scandinavia, especially in Norway. They love a rugged watch up there, so maybe you should pop up there to Oslo. Oh, well, it's a lovely place to go. A lot of wild swimming, which is one of your passions, right? You like to swim in the ocean.
I love every morning with my wife, Alex, we swim every morning in the ocean. And here we don't have the ocean in Geneva, and I swim in the lake. And I was telling you earlier, the current in the lake really surprised me. It was tough, almost as tough as big waves in the ocean.
Did you go swimming alone?
No, there's a group that swims every morning at 7 o'clock, and we're waiting for you tomorrow morning.
Okay, so that's good advice for anyone listening. Don't be tempted to jump in Lac Le Mans yourselves on your own. You might get yourself into trouble because Christophe knows what he's talking about, and those currents are no joke. And I've forgotten my swimming shorts again, so are you sure you want me to join?
I've got a second pair.
The size difference between us two men is quite hilarious. We'll have to take a photo and stick it on Instagram so you can see exactly how badly wrong that could go for me and my modesty. Anyway, Christophe, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks a lot.